How's it going, folks? So the band The Unity have just released a brand new song here called Always Two Ways to Play. And they've got a new album coming out August 25th. And I've been real curious about this one because the thumbnail makes it look like this video is going to be a hoot. Like it's going to be goofy and fun and all that kind of good stuff. Just my guess based off of the way that it looked and what have you. So I don't know. I'm curious. I'm excited to check this out. So without further ado, let's give it a listen, shall we? Let's find out the two ways to play, shall we? Because there's always two ways. Rangers, go.
Mistakes and tangles of life. Tell me, what do we become? There's always two ways to play. Always two ways to play. And nobody will say, call it evolution. There's only two ways to play. Everything seems to break. It's never too late. Call it evolution. Let's try revolution now. There's always two ways to play. Always two ways to play. And nobody will say, call it evolution. There's only two ways to play. Everything seems to break. It's never too late. Call it evolution. There's always two ways to play. Always two ways to play. And nobody will say, call it evolution. Shake the Constitution. Let's try revolution now.
I'm surprised they even got 3 points on the board. That was hilarious. They're going through showing all their faces, and then the one dude, you just see the top of his head. That's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, like I said, based on the thumbnail, I figured it was going to be a fun video, and it certainly was. The guys are just out there goofing, having a good time. And they were all suiting up too, man. It was getting serious. They got the headbands, the wristband, the sweat guards, because, they're going to get out there and give it their all. You know it. It's it's just funny. And then them just playing the volleyball and all that good stuff. They're just out there having a good time. And that's always fun when you see a band doing stuff like that, poking fun at themselves and just kind of having fun and all that good stuff. So It's contagious, you know. So yeah, I enjoyed the video. It was a lot of fun, and you know the song itself. I like that main kind of riff, that sort of thing. You know, it's nice and catchy. You know, it really sets things up pretty well. You know, the verses were solid and whatnot. There's a nice energy to the song. It really just, you know, it did have kind of an infectious energy sort of thing to it. The chorus was somewhat catchy too, and you know, at the end of the day, the performances were all really great. You know, the vocals were really solid. Again, you know, just a great energy behind his voice, a nice power behind his voice, and the guitar work was stellar. The solo, I like the drum work. You know, there's a lot of cool fills in there. All the musicianship and everything was definitely top notch. You know, the song itself, though, I do feel like it's a little just kind of streamlined, just kind of by the numbers. You know, it really is just kind of by the numbers. It kind of one of those songs where it checks a lot of the boxes and but doesn't really do anything that really, you know, catches your attention or anything. It's somewhat of a safe song, and it just didn't really quite jump out at me. You know, I do feel like if without the music video, I would have had a little less fun with it, because with the music video, I was having a good time. You know, it's fun and all that stuff. But if I was just listening to music on my headphones and the song came up, you know, I don't think, excuse me, I don't think I would have had quite as much fun. You know, it just kind of would have passed me by probably. So, you know, again, you know, decent melodies, solid musicianship, and all that good stuff. But again, it really just kind of plays it safe. Doesn't do anything that really, truly makes it stand out from this style, this kind of hard rock, power metal kind of merger there. Um, so yeah, you know, that's the best I can say really, is that it's got a good energy. You know, it's fun, but with the music video, it definitely boosts it some. It makes it more fun. But just on its own, the song, there's not really too much to really keep making you want to go back for more. At least that's just me. It just is kind of one of those songs like, oh yeah, this is a decent, you know, good energy, sort of fun song, and you know, mildly catchy, and yeah, you know, there you go. You kind of move on from there. You know, it's not a bad song, but it's also not what I would say is like a great song. It's just middle of the road, very, very middle of the road, very safe, very somewhat standard by the numbers. And yeah, that's what I have for you. You know, it is a good song, I would say, for releasing as like a single, because then you can attach a music video like this to it. And you know, a song like this, I feel like is the price of admission is a little bit lower, because it's a little bit more broad, you know, in the way that it's constructed, and because it's somewhat safe, you know, you have less of a risk of, you know, turning some folks off from it. So, you know, it's like you try to maybe get some new listeners in while having enough there to where, you know, the old listeners or people who've been listening for a while are really into like the power metal genre and all that good stuff. You know, they're like, yeah, yeah, you know, it's a fun song. So it encompasses a decent range of folks. So, you know, it's kind of a classic single where it's somewhat safe, and one of those things that, you know, would be radio friendly or something like that. Because maybe it has a little bit of a wider appeal. It's not limiting it too much. But I would be curious to see what's on the album, because, you know, in this day and age, it's a lot different. You know, I know a lot of folks don't listen to full albums, so sometimes maybe you write a couple songs that are meant as singles, so you can get some listeners and all that stuff, you know, some buzz around that. And then on the album, there'll be some stuff that's not quite as like safe and what have you, because you know the real fans and all that kind of stuff that will be listening to the album. But with your singles, you want to try to get a little bit more wider appeal. Anywho, I don't know why I'm kind of just going down a rabbit hole here, but yeah, that's what I got to say about this song here. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you a big fan of this band? What'd you think of this song here? Are you looking forward to the new album coming out August 25th? Let's talk about it in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all next time. Ranger, out.